afterlife destination is being determined right now. Not by your beliefs, not by your religion, not by your good deeds or sins, but by something far more precise, far more measurable, far more undeniable. Your vibration, the frequency at which your consciousness is currently resonating, the energetic signature you're broadcasting with every thought, every emotion, every choice, the invisible tune your soul is humming that determines exactly which realm of existence you'll gravitate to when you leave your body. Edgar Cayce mapped these realms, not from imagination or religious doctrine, but from actually visiting them thousands of times. In reading after reading, he described 7 distinct afterlife dimensions, each vibrating at a specific frequency, each attracting souls who match that vibration. And here's what should wake you up. You're already partially existing in one of these realms right now. Part of your consciousness is already there, already resonating, already preparing your afterlife residence. Death won't send you somewhere new. It will simply reveal where you've been living all along. Today, we're going to test your soul's current frequency. Through Cayce's revelations, you'll discover which afterlife realm you're vibrating toward. Not to judge you, not to frighten you, but to show you something crucial. You can change your destination by changing your vibration, but only while you still have a body to change it in. Some of you are going to discover you're heading somewhere beautiful. Others are going to realize you're aimed at realms you never want to experience. But all of you are going to learn the most important secret of death. You don't go where you're sent. You go where you fit. The 7 realms revealed. Edgar Cayce didn't describe heaven and hell. He described a spectrum of consciousness, 7 distinct realms corresponding to what he called planetary sojourns, dimensions of experience that souls gravitate to based on their developed consciousness. Death, Cayce explained in Reading 5749-3, is like tuning a radio. You don't go up or down, you go to the frequency you're attuned to. The afterlife isn't a place but a state, and you're already broadcasting which state you'll experience. These aren't physical locations. They're consciousness dimensions, each with its own qualities, lessons, and experiences. Each realm has a planetary correspondence, not because souls literally go to these planets, but because each planet in our solar system anchors a specific consciousness frequency. Here are the 7 realms Cayce mapped, from lowest to highest vibration. As I describe each one, notice which resonates with your current state. Notice which one feels familiar, like home. That recognition isn't random. It's your soul acknowledging where it's currently vibrating. First realm, Saturn's domain, the realm of consequence. The lowest vibrational realm Cayce described is ruled by Saturn's frequency, the dimension of consequence, karma, and earthly attachment. Souls vibrating at Saturn's frequency, Cayce revealed, are those still completely identified with material existence. They've made the physical their god, and death doesn't break this attachment, it amplifies it. This is the realm of earthbound spirits, but not in the ghost story sense. These are souls so attached to physical existence that they can't conceive of existence without it. They hover near Earth, near their possessions, near their attachments, unable to move forward because they can't let go of what they never really owned. Signs you're vibrating at Saturn's frequency right now. Your identity is completely tied to what you own, what you've achieved, what others think of you. The thought of losing your possessions creates existential terror. You believe you are your body, your bank account, your reputation. Material loss feels like soul death. You'd rather die than be poor, unknown, unsuccessful by worldly standards. The experience in Saturn's realm is watching everything you were attached to continue without you, seeing others use your possessions, forget your name, move on from your absence. It's not punishment, It's education about the impermanence of what you thought was permanent. Souls stay in Saturn's realm until they release attachment, until they realize they were never their possessions, never their achievements, never their earthly identity. Only then can they rise to higher frequencies. Second realm, Mars domain, the realm of conflict. The next realm vibrates at Mars frequency, the dimension of anger, conflict, and unresolved aggression. Souls who lived in constant conflict, Cayce explained, who fed on anger, who created drama and chaos, find themselves in a realm that mirrors their internal state. It's not hell. It's the externalization of their internal war. This realm is experienced as constant conflict, but not with others, with yourself. Every battle you fought outside is revealed as a battle within. Every enemy you faced is shown to be an aspect of yourself. Every war you waged was against your own shadow. Signs you're vibrating at Mars frequency. You're always in conflict with someone or something. Peace makes you uncomfortable. You need drama to feel alive. You see life as constant battle, competition, winners and losers. Anger is your primary emotion, your first response, your comfort zone. You feed on outrage, seek reasons to be offended, create conflict where none exists. You believe strength means domination, power means control over others. The Mars realm isn't eternal punishment. It's a warrior school where aggressive souls learn that true strength is self-mastery, not domination of others. They stay until they're tired of fighting, until they realize the only enemy they ever faced was their own unconsciousness. Third realm, Earth's domain, the realm of desire. The third realm vibrates at Earth's frequency, not our planet Earth, but Earth as the consciousness of desire, craving, and sensual attachment. Souls who lived for pleasure, Cayce revealed, who made appetite their master, who confused satisfaction with happiness, gravitate to a realm where they experience the frustration of desire without a body to satisfy it. Imagine craving food but having no mouth, wanting sex but having no body, seeking intoxication but having no brain to alter. This realm isn't about punishment for pleasure. It's about learning the difference between joy, which is internal, and pleasure, which requires external stimulation. Signs you're vibrating at Earth frequency. You live for the next pleasure, the next meal, drink, high, orgasm, purchase. You can't imagine happiness without sensual satisfaction. Boredom is unbearable because it's the absence of stimulation. You're addicted to something. Substances, sex, shopping, anything that provides temporary escape from inner emptiness. Your motto is, if it feels good, do it, without considering consequences. Souls remain in the Earth realm until they discover that true satisfaction comes from within, that joy doesn't require a body, that happiness and pleasure aren't synonymous. They learn to generate bliss internally rather than seeking it externally. Fourth realm, Venus domain, the realm of love. The fourth realm vibrates at Venus frequency, the dimension of love, but not always the elevated kind. This realm, Cayce explained, attracts souls who lived for love but often confused love with attachment, possession, or emotional dependency. They must learn the difference between love and need. This is where most average souls gravitate, those who weren't particularly evil or good, who lived normal lives focused on relationships, family, emotional connections. It's not a bad realm, but it's a school for learning about love's true nature. Signs you're vibrating at Venus frequency. Your life revolves around relationships, having them, losing them, seeking them. You feel incomplete without a partner, empty without constant emotional validation. You confuse love with need, attachment with connection. You've said, "I can't live without you," and meant it. Your happiness depends on others loving you back. You love conditionally, when people meet your needs, match your expectations, validate your worth. The Venus realm teaches the difference between human love, which grasps, and divine love, which releases. Souls learn to love without attachment, to connect without possession, to appreciate without requiring reciprocation. It's beautiful but challenging, like being in a relationship workshop that lasts as long as needed. Comment below if you recognize your current vibration in one of these realms. There's no judgment here, only recognition, and recognition is the first step to elevation. Fifth realm, Mercury domain, the realm of mind. The fifth realm vibrates at Mercury frequency, the dimension of mind, thought, and intellectual understanding. Souls who lived in their heads, Cayce revealed, who made intellect their god, who believed thinking was the highest human faculty, find themselves in a realm of pure thought and discover its limitations. This realm attracts philosophers, scientists, intellectuals, those who sought truth through mind alone. It's not unpleasant, but it's incomplete. Like being in an infinite library where every question can be answered except the most important one. What is beyond thought? Signs you're vibrating at Mercury frequency. You live in your head, analyzing everything, thinking about thinking. You believe intelligence is the measure of worth, that problems can be solved through logic alone. You're uncomfortable with emotions, suspicious of intuition, dismissive of anything that can't be proven. You'd rather be right than happy, smart than wise. You collect knowledge but lack wisdom, have answers but no understanding. The Mercury realm is where intellectual souls learn that knowledge isn't wisdom, that thinking isn't knowing, that the mind is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. They graduate when they're willing to know through being rather than thinking. Sixth realm, Jupiter domain, the realm of expansion. The sixth realm vibrates at Jupiter frequency, the dimension of wisdom, expansion, and service to all. This is where souls who lived for others gravitate, Cayce explained. Those who found joy in service, who expanded beyond personal concerns, who glimpsed the unity beneath separation. This is a beautiful realm, filled with souls who achieved a measure of selflessness, who understood that giving is receiving, who found their joy in others' happiness. It's not the highest realm, but it's the first that could genuinely be called heavenly. Signs you're vibrating at Jupiter frequency. Your joy comes from serving others, from contributing to something greater than yourself. You've transcended most personal desires, finding satisfaction in collective well-being. You see connections where others see separation, unity where others see division. You give without counting the cost, love without requiring return. You've experienced moments of cosmic consciousness, feeling one with all life. Material success means nothing compared to spiritual growth. The Jupiter realm is where servers become teachers, where wisdom is shared freely, where souls prepare for even higher service. It's like a university of consciousness where everyone is both student and teacher. Seventh realm, Uranus domain, the realm of transformation. The highest realm Cayce described vibrates at Uranus frequency, the dimension of complete transformation, enlightenment, and union with the divine. Few souls achieve this vibration while embodied, Cayce revealed. These are the mystics, the enlightened ones, those who've died to ego while still alive. They don't go to this realm. They've been living in it all along. This realm is beyond description because it's beyond separation. There's no you to experience it because you've become it. It's not a place of reward, but of complete recognition. The soul fully remembers what it is and always was. Signs you're vibrating at Uranus frequency. You experience no separation between yourself and others. Their pain is your pain. Their joy is your joy. You've transcended fear of death because you know you are eternal. You see God in everything, everyone, every moment. You live in constant gratitude, continuous peace, causeless joy. You've stopped seeking because you've found. Not something outside, but everything inside. Physical existence feels like a costume you wear lightly, ready to remove when the play is over. This realm isn't an achievement, but a recognition. Souls here don't stay. They either merge completely with the divine or return to help others remember what they've remembered. The test questions. Now, let's test where you're currently vibrating. Answer honestly. Your soul already knows the truth. When you think about dying, what's your biggest fear? Losing your possessions and status? That's Saturn. Never fighting again, proving yourself again. That's Mars. Never experiencing pleasure again. That's Earth. Being separated from loved ones. That's Venus. Not understanding what comes next. That's Mercury. Not completing your service to humanity. That's Jupiter. Fear. What fear? That's Uranus. What drives most of your daily decisions? Accumulating security. Saturn. Winning, competing, dominating. Mars. Seeking pleasure and comfort. Earth. Maintaining relationships and being loved. Venus. Understanding and learning. Mercury. Helping and serving others. Jupiter. Following inner guidance regardless of consequences. Uranus. When you're alone with no distractions, what do you feel? Empty and desperate for material validation. Saturn. Agitated and looking for conflict. Mars. Bored and craving stimulation. Earth. Lonely and needing connection. Venus. Restless mind needing mental stimulation. Mercury. Peaceful and connected to all. Jupiter. Complete and whole. Uranus. What would make your life feel successful? Wealth and recognition? Saturn? Victory over all opposition? Mars? Maximum pleasure and comfort? Earth? Being deeply loved? Venus? Understanding everything? Mercury? Making a real difference? Jupiter? Simply being awake and aware? Uranus? If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Unlimited wealth? Saturn? Invincible strength? Mars? Eternal youth and pleasure? Earth? Making everyone love you? Venus? Infinite knowledge? Mercury? Healing ability? Jupiter? Omnipresence? Being everywhere? Everything? Uranus? Your current vibration. Where did most of your answers point? That's your current dominant vibration. But here's what's crucial to understand. This isn't fixed. You're not condemned to any realm. Vibration can be changed, elevated, transformed, but only while you have a body to work with. The physical body, Cayce explained, is a transformation chamber. It's the only plane where all frequencies intersect, where consciousness can be rapidly evolved. What takes eons in spirit realms can be accomplished in years, even moments, while embodied. If you're vibrating at lower frequencies, don't despair. Recognition is the first step to elevation. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. Now that you know where you are, you can choose where to go. If you're vibrating at higher frequencies, don't become complacent. Vibration isn't static. It fluctuates based on your choices, thoughts, emotions. A soul vibrating at Jupiter can fall to Mars through sustained anger. A soul at Venus can rise to Jupiter through selfless service. How to elevate your vibration. Cayce provided specific practices for raising your vibrational frequency, for changing your afterlife destination while still alive. From Saturn to Mars. Release one attachment daily. Give away something you value. Practice saying, I am not my possessions, achievements, or reputation. From Mars to Earth, transform anger into determination. When you feel conflict arising, ask, what am I really fighting? channel aggressive energy into creative action. From Earth to Venus, shift from taking to giving. When you crave pleasure, give pleasure to another. Transform appetite into appreciation. From Venus to Mercury, love without grasping. Practice letting loved ones be free. Transform emotional dependency into emotional independence. From Mercury to Jupiter. Move from knowing to serving. Use your intelligence to help others. Transform understanding into wisdom through application. From Jupiter to Uranus. Release even the identity of helper. Serve without being the server. Dissolve into the service itself. Each realm, Cayce revealed, is a school. You graduate not by escaping but by learning the lesson. And the lesson is always the same. You are more than you think you are. The multidimensional truth. Here's what makes this even more complex. You're not vibrating at just one frequency. Different aspects of your consciousness resonate at different levels simultaneously. Your body might vibrate at Earth frequency, craving physical satisfaction. Your emotions might resonate at Venus, seeking love and connection. Your mind might hum at Mercury, constantly analyzing. Your spirit might soar at Jupiter, yearning to serve. You're a symphony of frequencies, and your dominant vibration determines your afterlife destination. This is why, Cayce explained, some souls feel torn between realms after death. Part of them gravitates one way, part another. They must integrate, choose their dominant frequency, or split their time between realms until unified. This also means you can consciously develop higher frequencies while maintaining lower ones appropriately. You can enjoy physical pleasure without being enslaved by Earth frequency. You can engage in necessary conflict without being trapped in Mars frequency. You can accumulate resources without being bound to Saturn frequency. The current shift. According to Cayce, humanity as a whole is currently shifting from Venus to Mercury frequency, from emotional to mental dominance. But simultaneously, many individuals are leaping to Jupiter and beyond. There's a splitting happening, he predicted. Some souls are diving deeper into material frequencies while others are ascending rapidly to spiritual ones. The gap is widening. The choice is becoming more urgent. This is why you're seeing such extremes in the world, unprecedented materialism alongside unprecedented spiritual awakening, unprecedented conflict alongside unprecedented compassion. The realms are polarizing, and souls are choosing sides. Your vibration isn't just determining your personal afterlife. It's contributing to humanity's collective destination. Every soul that elevates helps pull the collective higher. Every soul that descends adds weight to the lower frequencies. The testing continues. Your vibration isn't tested once. It's tested moment by moment. Every choice either raises or lowers your frequency. Every thought tunes you to a realm. Every emotion broadcasts your destination. The test questions aren't abstract. They're embedded in your daily life. How do you react when someone cuts you off in traffic? Saturn sees lost status. Mars wants revenge. Earth is annoyed at delayed pleasure. Venus worries about the other driver. Mercury analyzes the situation. Jupiter forgives instantly. Uranus sees perfection in the chaos. How do you spend your free time? Saturn schemes for more. Mars trains for battle. Earth seeks pleasure. Venus connects with others. Mercury learns something new. Jupiter serves someone. Uranus simply is. What's your first thought upon waking? Saturn counts resources. Mars plans conquests. Earth anticipates pleasures. Venus thinks of loved ones. Mercury reviews information. Jupiter asks, "How can I help today?" Uranus says, "Thank you for another day of experience." The warning and promise. Cayce's warning was clear. Where you vibrate now determines not just where you'll go, but how long you'll stay. Lower frequencies are harder to escape without a body. What takes years to transform here takes eons there. But his promise was equally clear. No soul is condemned permanently to any realm. Evolution is always possible, always available, but it's easier with a body, easier with choice, easier while time still exists for you. You have something precious that souls in spirit realms desperately wish they had. A body capable of rapidly changing frequency. A physical form that can transform vibration through simple actions. A material existence that allows spiritual evolution at accelerated rates. Every moment in body is an opportunity to adjust your frequency, to tune yourself to higher realms, to change your afterlife destination, but only while embodied, only while choosing, only while time remains. Your frequency future. Based on your current vibration, here's what awaits. If you're headed to Saturn's realm, you'll experience the education of attachment, learning through loss that you never really owned anything. It's not pleasant, but it's necessary for souls who made matter their god. If you're aimed at Mars' realm, you'll face your own aggression reflected infinitely, every battle you fought shown as self-conflict. It's exhausting, but educational for warrior souls. If Earth realm is your destination, you'll experience the frustration of desire without satisfaction, learning that pleasure and joy aren't synonymous. It's challenging, but transformative for pleasure seekers. If Venus realm awaits, you'll learn love's true nature through experiencing both its personal and impersonal aspects. It's beautiful, but intensive relationship training. If Mercury realm is your trajectory, you'll explore the limits of intellect and the beginning of true knowing. It's fascinating, but ultimately humbling for mental dominant souls. If Jupiter realm calls you, you'll experience the joy of expanded service and universal love. It's wonderful and preparatory for even higher service. If Uranus realm is your home, you're already there. Death will simply remove the illusion that you were ever anywhere else. The final recognition. Here's the ultimate truth Cayce revealed about these realms. They're not rewards or punishments. They're mirrors. They reflect what you've become, what you've chosen, what you've vibrated toward throughout your life. You don't go to the realm you deserve. You go to the realm you are. You don't get sent to your frequency. You gravitate to it naturally, like water finding its level. The afterlife isn't a judgment, it's a recognition. Death doesn't change you, it reveals you. The realm you enter isn't assigned, it's attracted by what you've become. This isn't about being good or bad, it's about being conscious or unconscious, awake or asleep, expanding or contracting, rising or falling in the spectrum of awareness. Your choice now. Every moment, you're choosing your afterlife realm. With every thought, you're tuning your frequency. With every emotion, you're broadcasting your destination. With every action, you're solidifying your trajectory. The test isn't something you take, it's something you're living. The results aren't future, they're present. The realm isn't where you're going, it's where you are. Want to change your destination? Change your vibration. Want to elevate your realm? Elevate your consciousness. Want a different afterlife? Live a different life. The power is yours, but only now. Only while embodied. Only while choice remains possible. Comment below which realm you're currently vibrating toward and which realm you want to reach. Share what you're doing to elevate your frequency. Your journey might inspire others to adjust their own trajectory. Subscribe for more of Cayce's profound revelations about consciousness and afterlife. Hit the bell because these teachings are urgent. Your vibration is determining your destination right now. Remember, you're not being judged by some external force. You're tuning yourself to your own afterlife. You're not being sent somewhere. You're going where you fit. You're not being rewarded or punished. You're experiencing the natural consequence of your consciousness. The test is happening now. The results are accumulating moment by moment. The destination is adjusting with every choice. Which realm are you vibrating at? More importantly, which realm do you choose to vibrate toward? The answer isn't just determining your afterlife. It's determining your life. Because the realm you're heading to isn't just your destination. It's your current location in consciousness. You're already there. Death will simply make it obvious. Choose wisely. Vibrate consciously. Elevate while you can. Your afterlife is being created by your present life, one vibration at a time.